Hello Guardians, welcome back. This is Rightway Gaming bringing you another Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Austringer hand cannon. This is the nearest replica we have got to the Eyasluna from Destiny 1, and it has very similar perks, which makes it very interesting. It is a hard-hitting, slow fire rate hand cannon which can be deadly in both PvE and PvP. So how do you get this hand cannon? Well, quite simple. You need to have the chalice unlocked from Season of Opulence, and you will need to run the Menagerie. Now, in order to get this hand cannon to actually drop from the Menagerie, you're going to need the following runes. The Rune of Desire, which guarantees a hand cannon drop. You will then need either the Rune of Ambition, Rune of Cunning, or Rune of Gluttony in order to guarantee it to be the Austringer hand cannon. And then my personal preference is to put any green rune in to make it a ranged masterwork, because on hand cannons you need the range, the damage drop off is significant, so that's the most essential stat in my opinion. Now, any red rune will give you the Austringer, along with the Rune of Desire. It's a Rune of Desire with any red rune. That combination will give you the hand cannon from the Menagerie. Now, onto the actual perks. What do we want it to roll? So, for the first two slots, which are basically your handling and like accuracy slots, let's call them, the barrel slot and the magazine slot, whatever you want to call them. So, the first one you want to have. The most ideal one will be Hammerforged Rifling. Why? Because it purely increases the stat buff without affecting any of the other stats. So, for example, you can have an extended barrel, which will increase the range, the same as Hammerforged, but it decreases your handling and increases recoil. So you don't want that. You want the Hammerforged Rifling because it gives you the range without any of the negative parts. Next up, you want Accurized Rounds. Why? Again, because it gives you a plus 10 stat range, which is essential on hand cannons. All the other perks either increase your magazine size or stability or reload speed, but again, these are non-really essential to me on this weapon because it handles nicely. It's got good reload speed for a high rate hand cannon, so it's just unnecessary. Now on to the last two perks. Now this is where you can have a mixture of perks and it'll be a good hand cannon all over. So in the first slot you could have Outlaw for that increased reload speed on a headshot. Substance, so that it actually reloads the gun on kills. This would be my personal preference on this hand cannon. You would then have Eye of the Storm, which is the number one perk for PvP. If you can get that along with the next perk I'm going to talk to you about for PvP, you are laughing. And then another one that's okay is Snapshot Size, which is probably the worst out of all of them, but it still makes it feel a little bit better. Then for the last slot, you want one of the following perks. Rangefinder, again, giving you that increased range when you aim down sights. Rampage for the extra damage buff, which again is the probably most essential perk for PvP, but it is equal to this next one that I'm going to mention, which is Opening Shot. Opening Shot and Eye of the Storm on this hand cannon makes it an absolutely deadly PvP hand cannon when you're being shot at, because both combine. So Opening Shot gives you an increased accuracy and range on your first shot. Now after you fired that first shot, you're likely to have took damage, which basically means that Eye of the Storm kicks in, which means it becomes more accurate and boosts handling as your health gets lower. So again, with those two perks can really combine together in PvP. But Eye of the Storm and Rampage is just as good because again, you get the increased handling and the Rampage kicks in after killing somebody. So that's why this hand cannon can roll a few nice perks. Substance and Rangefinder or Rampage would be my ideal PvE roll, simply because it reloads on every kill and then you get the extra range or the extra damage. So that's what you want to be looking at for PvE and PvP. Other than that, guys, there's not really much I can say. This hand cannon, like I said, is a great hand cannon for both PvE and PvP. It's still possible to get from the Menagerie, and if you've got a perfected chalice, you can get at least 2 from your first 3 runs of the Menagerie. So guys, hope you found this video helpful, and as always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and comment below. I will catch you next time, Guardians.